does the maturity of a debilitated planet make it benefic in nature? That is, after attaining a certain maturity age, does the debilitated planet or a negative planet becomes positive in nature? This is a $1 million question, and I am attempting to answer this $1 million question. And if you want to know about the secret of the maturity age of different planets and its impact after maturity, that is, after maturity, if the planet is debilitated in your chart, will it become positive? So if you want to know about the secret, then first you have to subscribe to Purab's universe, guys, because only if you subscribe to Purab's universe you will get access to such different content. And after watching this video in its entirety, if you like this video, genuinely hit the like button, guys. If you dislike this video, please hit the dislike button, but show me your genuine reaction. So hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great, and I welcome you back to Purab's universe. So guys, cutting across straight to the point, we all know, and if you don't know, get to know, that there are 9 planets in astrology, and these 9 planets are Sun, Moon, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. So these 9 planets control different aspects, qualities and areas of our life, physically and also psychologically, right? Now these planets are placed in certain rashis in your horoscope. It can be placed in its exaltation, it can be placed in its Mool Trikon, that is own house. Mool Trikon is something like its office. It can be placed in debilitation, or it can be placed in Shatur Rashi, that is in the sign of an inimical planet, right? So that doesn't matter. What matters is that each and every single planet matures at a certain age, which I am going to reveal to you, right? Let's start with the first, Jupiter, the Karaka of wisdom, intelligence and knowledge. This planet matures at the age of 16. So by 16 years you should know which is my career stream, which is the stream of my education, or the basic fundamental wisdom and knowledge of life. That is, if I touch something hot, it is going to burn my hand. This awareness, this consciousness is given by Jupiter. So when Jupiter becomes mature at the age of 16, you are aware of what is right and what is wrong to a certain extent, depending on the placement of Jupiter. The next planet that matures next to Jupiter is the Sun. Now Sun represents your soul, and it also represents government and authority. So by the age of 21 you should know what your soul wants and what choices you should make, the right one or the wrong one, what sort of choices you should make. The next planet that matures next to Sun is the Moon. Now Moon is the emotional state of the mind. Moon is your emotions, and Moon is how you're reacting to different situations of your life emotionally. Now at the age of 24 you should know where you should invest your emotions and where you should not, and you also get that maturity also at that age. You stop being over emotional and slowly start becoming practical. Now 25 years Venus matures, and during this age of 25, Venus is all about love and relationships in your life. So at the age of 25 you should be aware of which relationship is the right relationship in your life and which relationship is toxic, which are the hobbies and passions that are contributing to your life and which are depleting you. So Venus matures at 25. Now next to Venus we go to Mercury. Now this planet of intelligence and logic and communication matures at the age of 32. So at the age of 32 you should be an able communicator. You should know what you are talking and how to get things done, and also you should make witty and logical decisions in your life which shall reflect when Mercury becomes mature. Next to Mercury, Saturn, which is your karma, which is your duty, which is your responsibility, what you should do, whom you should take care of, who are under you, whom you are answering to, the system, the justice, All these things are controlled by Saturn. And at the age of 35, when Saturn is maturing, you should know what is your fundamental rights, duties and responsibilities. Right? Next to Saturn, we have got Rahu, which is also Shanivat. Rahu matures at the age of 42 years, and this Rahu is all about illusions and desires and blind desires. So at the age of 42, you should know what is practical and what is an illusion, and you should know which are the desires which I should actually pursue till the end of my life, and which are the desires which are just whims and fancies and which is not relevant and practical. So at the age of 42, Rahu matures, and you should have this maturity about what is the right desire and what is the wrong desire, or what is the purpose of this life, because Rahu is the future and it is the purpose of your life. The 8th house in Scorpio, Ketu matures at the age of 48. Not only in Scorpio, it can be placed in any sign in your horoscope, but Ketu attains maturity at the age of 48, and 48 is the age where you should start thinking about self-realization. You should start thinking about going beyond the body, letting go of people and attachments, and be giving and be charitable, be philosophical. That is what Ketu wants you to do. Now this is the maturity age of planets. Now let's say certain planets are debilitated in your horoscope. Let's say Saturn is debilitated in your horoscope and Mars becomes debilitated in your horoscope. Will that mean that when you are having a debilitated Saturn in the sign of Aries and Saturn has got matured, it has turned 35 years old, will it become benefic? Or let's say Mars is placed in Cancer in your horoscope and Mars is in its debilitation and you have just turned 28, and does that mean that from now on this Mars is going to give you benefic results? It's getting exalted or positive? Well, I will explain you what happens. Right. At the age of 35, in the case of Saturn, you know how to balance and do your work, fulfill your duties and responsibilities. Let's say you have got a debilitated Saturn. So how does a person with a debilitated Saturn behave like? The moment you say something to the person, let's say you're assigning a work to the person, before even you have delivered the order, the person starts walking. Okay, I'm going to do this work. Okay, I'll do that. And right now I'll do it. That's how Saturn behaves. So Saturn is all about doing karma. And when Saturn gets debilitated, you don't know how to balance out your work, your duties and responsibilities. If your boss is giving you 5 duties and responsibilities, you want to do everything together, and at the end of the day you're not able to do anything properly. So that's a debilitated Saturn. Coming to debilitated Mars. A debilitated Mars doesn't know to react properly, doesn't know to control his anger and emotions, doesn't know where to exert his energy, and becomes sort of a passive aggressive person. Let's say a person has got debilitated Mars and you're saying, who the hell do you think you are? Immediately the person with the debilitated Mars, hey, do you know who I am? I'll kill you. I'll break your bones. I'll do this. I'll do that. You know, I'm so powerful. I'm so mighty. This, that, fist pumping and everything. So a debilitated Mars doesn't have courage, doesn't have strength, but he will sound like he is very brave. He is very energetic. He is very courageous. So this is the quality of a debilitated Mars. Now I've explained you how debilitated Saturn behaves, and I've explained you how debilitated Mars behaves, right? What happens? When Saturn matures at the age of 35, the planet gives you an awareness, the planet enables you to understand that, okay, 35 years of my life, I've been hurrying in doing my job, in doing my duties and responsibilities, and that is why I have not been able to properly do the work which is assigned to me. So hereafter what I will do is, I will not hurry to do any sort of work which is assigned to me. One by one I will take those work and I will deliver it such that I can get a good name. So Saturn, when it becomes 35, it slowly turns wise. It matures, and a matured person, whatever sort of a fool the person may be, but a matured person knows when he becomes matured, what is good for him and what is bad for him. So even though Saturn is debilitated, even though there will always be a lacking in certain attributes and aspects and qualities of Saturn in your life, but still the fundamental nature of Saturn, that is doing work properly and stably, that will become alright. So to answer the question, does maturity of debilitated planet make them benefic in nature? It doesn't make them benefic in nature. It doesn't change the functionality of the planet. It doesn't become exalted. But yes, this planet learns and understands what needs to be done, in which way, what is the right way. So at the age of 28, when Mars becomes mature, this Mars has already challenged so many people, or this Mars has already fought so many battles out of debility. I'll do this, I'll do that, this, that, and then get slapped by the cops. So this is how debilitated Mars is. So once this Mars reaches the age of 28, he knows where to open his mouth and where to remain shut. So this is how planets, when they become matured, even though they are debilitated in nature, they understand what is right for them, what is wrong for them, how they should behave in certain situations, and how they should not react to certain situations. So this is the answer to, does maturity of debilitated planet makes them benefic in nature? We can say partly benefic, because you understand where your holes are and you start plugging them. So this video was very cut to the point, because I thought becoming practical and being honest with each and every one of you is my fundamental duty and responsibility. So I love you all. Take care of yourself. Take care and find out which are the planets that are debilitated in your chart. Find out its maturity age and see, when you turned 21, let's say in the case of Sun, your ego got under check. You knew where to show ego, where not to show ego. At the age of 24, your moon, your emotions got under check. When you were crying and cribbing like a boy, like a baby, you stopped doing that and you started becoming emotionally mature. Similarly, at the age of 25 or after 25, you knew which relationship is going to work out and which is not going to work out. So this is how you have to assimilate the facts and come to a conclusion about the maturity of debilitated planets. So this is Purab signing off from Purab's Universe. I love you all. Take care of yourself. Adios. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat. Take care.